Welcome back. It's now 10 minutes after 8 p.m. Time for the motoring segment, Car Talk part number 2. And tonight I'm speaking to a 11-year-old who is the current go-kart South African Mini Max national champion. And he goes by the name of Ghazi Motlekar. Now, for those of you who don't know who this aspiring youngster is, he started obviously at the tender age of 8 years old. And we are going to be speaking to him about his aspirations and his dreams and where he is currently and where he's moving forward in the motor racing industry. We welcome our guest tonight and our current champion, Ghazi Motlekar. Ghazi, assalamu alaikum to you. Good evening and welcome to Salam Media.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Well, thanks for asking, man. How are you doing, champion?
I'm very fine, thanks.
That's good, man. Now, looking at you at your tender age, man, obviously you are champion at the moment. Talk to us, exactly when you started racing and your love for racing, where this all began.
Well, my love for karting started on my 8th birthday when I went indoor karting, and I just loved it so much that we asked around how I can start this as a sport. And about a year later, I just started doing it professionally.
So you just started one day, you just went on a cart and then you just fell in love with it and wanted to continue it on, and it just took off from there, the age of 8.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. Now you've been partaking in many races, and obviously you spend about 5 days a week, as I understand. Where do you find the time to obviously practice? I mean, it's obviously quite intensive.
Well, I don't have anything to do besides karting. It's just my life. I can't live without driving and racing.
Well, obviously now you've got to balance, school, madrasa, whatever the case is, with obviously your karting, etc. Now tell us a bit about obviously what is a day in your life like.
Um, I wake up in the morning, I get myself ready, I have my breakfast, and I leave for the track at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And from that time, I'm at the track until 5, 6 in the evening. And then I get
Wow.
back home. Um, I exercise. I jog about 3 to 5 kilometers a day, and about 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every day.
Sure. Well, talk about fitness, eh? You definitely have to keep fit, eh? And it's very important, obviously, in racing and in motoring as well. Now, what's the highlight been of your career, of your racing career, been thus far?
Winning the South African national title, it's a feeling I can never forget again.
It's something that's going to live with you forever. And inshallah, there's going to be many more championships that we hope you do partake in as well and make us proud. Now, I want to know from you, Ghazi, in terms of obviously motivation from your home and from your personal surrounding, etc., your siblings and your parents, they obviously support you and give you the drive and that motivation. Your dad, obviously, I would say, is obviously a motivation for you.
Mm, he's always there at the track, always supporting for me, always there in his corner smoking his cigar, cheering for me on the grandstands, and every race he's always there.
And you're making him proud. That's what it's all about, man. Now, who do you look up to when it comes to racing? For example, which team would you like to drive for in the future? Let's say you make it to Formula One. I'm sure you're aspiring to be in Formula One. Who is your favorite team?
Uh, I look up to Ayrton Senna because the way he drove and his attitude to everyone else
Hmm.
was just inspiring to me. There's never been another driver like him, and and you asked which team would I go to? Whichever team is winning and hopefully would still be winning with me in their team.
Well, definitely with your skills, inshallah, you will definitely make winning for any team, inshallah, as well. And you mentioned obviously Senna, who was a legend. I mean, obviously he's a different class of his own in terms of obviously racing, setting the standard, as opposed to obviously the likes of Michael Schumacher, etc. Growing up, you look at Ayrton Senna and many of the other drivers now, Lewis Hamilton, etc. You're now based obviously in Italy, and you recently made your debut. How was it for you, and how's racing in Italy different to being in South Africa?
Racing in Italy is much more challenging because you have to push your absolute best every single lap, and you have to know how your drivers drive, if they're dirty, if they're not drive dirty, and I'll have to adapt, but so far I'm loving it.
Well, it's all about adaptability, and people are going to obviously feel intimidated. And as you say, they're going to obviously try and bump you. What were some of your close encounters that you had so far?
On my first race here, I got bumped off onto the grass. I got knocked down right to the bottom till I think 5-6 places from the bottom, and I had to work my way up hard, and I only had 7 more laps, and I just pushed my absolute best and tried to focus as much as possible, and then I got to 10th place from 18.
And there in the background, you see 11-year-old Ghazi Motlekar preparing for his Junior Max race in Adria. And now talk to us. You're obviously preparing for this race. How's the preparations been thus far, and what position are you hoping to achieve?
The testing has been going good. There's been no problem so far. I'm just trying to keep focused and just keep my head down, and my team is always there to support me. They're always there cheering for me, and it's just so wonderful to have them around me.
Great stuff, man. It's so awesome to see at such a young age, this aspiration and this drive, the motivation and the focus. Now, for other aspiring youngsters out there who wish to obviously race and get onto the stage of racing at a higher level, what would your words be to them?
Follow your dreams and just keep focused, and don't let anyone tell you can't do it. You can always do it. Just try your best, and you'll get there one day.
Give it your all, and there you have it, man. Awesome stuff, man. Ghazi, we thank you so much for your time. We wish you all the very best for your race and your rest of the season as well, inshallah. And we hope that you bring many more trophies and one day reach the Formula One heights as well and fly the flag high, inshallah. Ghazi, jazakallah khair for your time. Take care.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. That was a 11-year-old champion. There you have it, man. This guy is a go-kart South African Mini Max national champion, and he goes by the name of Ghazi Motlekar, currently in Italy. And wow, man, just, I'm astonished to see the focus this youngster has, to just see the determination, the discipline. Anyway, that's where we leave it for that motoring segment. We wish him all the very best in his endeavors. It is now 21 minutes after 8.